Yes. In order, if we would stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. First item on the agenda is the consent agenda.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Motion's been made. Need a second?
I'll second.
Second been made. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. Motion carries. Item number 5 on the agenda is our city administrator report. Ms. Wagner, do you have anything to report?
I have nothing to add to the report as presented. I'll leave it as it stands. I would like, however, to introduce Todd Schuler, who is with the Missouri State Auditor's Office, and he has requested some time to speak to the governing body with regard to the state audit that is underway. They have been on site the last couple of days, and I'll leave it to Todd to provide you all some information on that process.
Hello, my name is Todd Schuler. I'm an audit manager with the Missouri State Auditor's Office, and I am here tonight with the staff that will be working on the audit of Smithville, Ken Juice, Amanda Flanagan, and Sean Henderson. We did get started yesterday, came out and got going on the survey process. And for anyone who is here that might not be aware, we were petitioned in to do an audit of the city by the citizens. I jotted down the number of signatures that was needed to get the audit was 750. And that's based on the number of votes in the last gubernatorial election. And the number that were verified that were submitted was 755. The petition became active August 29th, and you know, we never know when and how many petition audits are going to come in. So once they become active, they kind of go into our list. We start them as staff become available, and this is when we had staff available. So we are going to get going. This is different than your, financial statement audit that you pay for and get done by a private auditor. We are doing a performance audit, not a financial audit. We're giving an opinion on the financial statements or anything like that. We, of course, will be looking at certain financial transactions and looking at, a variety of documents and issues and topics. Our objectives for the audit are to review internal controls and determine if improvements are needed, to review compliance with state law or city ordinances, constitutional provisions, and determine if recommendations are needed there. And then to review certain management decisions where we believe, a recommendation is necessary. So, this is a petition audit. So of course we have received concerns, and part of our goal tonight is to introduce ourselves and thank you very much for letting me come and speak to you this evening. But also to make the public aware that we are getting the audit started, and to let them know if there are concerns that people have, if there are concerns that you all might have, if there is an issue you would like us to look at, feel free to reach out. Any communications with our office regarding concerns are confidential and are kept confidential. The only thing about this process that is public is the final report that will be issued. Of course, we will talk about the things that we find in our recommendations with city staff, and we will keep you all abreast of what is going on. And at the end, when we've concluded our work, we will write a report. We'll come out and share a draft of that with the board in a closed session. go over the report, give the board a chance to respond to the recommendations that we make, and then we will incorporate those responses directly into the report. So once that is done, it goes through a couple more levels of review in our office. And then eventually, once Auditor Fitzpatrick signs the report, it becomes public and we will release it. It'll be on our website and it can be given, copy of it can go to anyone. So I'm guesstimating we'll probably be working on field work roughly 8 weeks, 8 to 10, somewhere in that vicinity. And we will be up here periodically, but we are not planning to be up here every day. That used to be the way that we did our audits. When I started at our office, it was every day. But with technology, and we have gotten pretty good with the pandemic of we gather records, we come, we talk to who we need to. Right now, we're kind of doing some surveys. We're just talking to, city staff, looking at various high-level documents. And certainly we plan to look into, the petitioner concerns. But because we are here doing a performance audit, we do a lot of these audits. We will also be looking at, basically a variety of topics, things that we might identify where recommendations might be needed. So it's possible that we may, have recommendations about something that was not even mentioned by the petition group. So, but we will do our best to look at, the issues and concerns that petitioners have and determine whether, recommendations are needed. But what this isn't is to look into individual people's complaints, to, get information, answer questions for the public. We're here to look into concerns that are expressed about areas, potentially decisions, but, hopefully higher level things that are potentially pervasive problems and, not something that affects a single individual. So we are not doing the audit to solve anyone's, individual problems, but we will include, whatever we determine, needs to be included in the final report as recommendations. And, the citizens at that point will see what we have done. But a lot of times when we get done with these, people are upset that, you didn't answer the questions that I had. And so I try to say right up front that the report is laid out, the way that we do our reports. All of them are on our website. Anyone can go look up any report that we've issued in the past, I don't know, probably 20 years. And there isn't a spot in there to answer questions. So that isn't, something that we're planning on doing. The cost of the audit will be billed to the city when we get done. We will keep track of our time and expenses, and the estimate was $125,000 to $150,000. Well, I'll do everything I can to keep that at the low end. We will plan and conduct our work as efficiently as possible. But if for some reason we reach a point where we believe that we may exceed that high end of the threshold, the 150,000, we will come and make you aware of that before we get to that point and let you know the reasons why. It's hard to say in advance. I mean, you just do not know what you might find when you come out to do an audit. So if we run into some serious problems, then, that could potentially increase the amount of work that we need to do. But we make our estimates based on experience. I have conducted quite a few. I've been with the auditor's office for 30 plus years and have done a lot of these audits. So we're probably got at least a decent estimate. So I was going to give a couple of pieces of information in case anyone did want to contact me. My name is Todd Schuler, SCHULER. My email is todd.schuler, SCHULER, @auditor.mo.gov. And then we also have a general email, if somebody wanted to use that, which is MOAudit, MOAUDIT, @auditor.mo.gov. And then we also have a toll-free 1-800 number, if anyone in the public, I don't think long distance is really a thing anymore, but we still have it. That number is 1-800-347-8597. And lastly, my number, if anybody wants to contact me, my number is 816-889-3658. And I was going to leave some cards. And I'll leave a card with you all, and for anyone, if anyone, the public is wanting to, I'll leave a few here on the corner. And, you know, we want to hear from anyone who has, you know, a concern. It doesn't mean that we're going to, you know, immediately rush off and look into that. We kind of have to take everything into consideration, and, you know, we are going to do this, you know, within the budgeted cost that we have, but, if there is anything that any board members or mayor, if you all had a, you know, just a particular thing, hey, we're curious. I take a lot of phone calls from city officials, county officials, fire districts, ambulance districts, that we are also here to, you know, offer assistance even when we're not out to do an audit. So, people call and bounce questions off of us regularly. So, is there any questions that I can answer for anyone on the board or the mayor? Okay, and that's really all I can think of. If there is any questions, please let me know. And, if anyone in the public needs to reach out to me, or our office, just, feel free to do so, and we will get this done. Time frame, I think I forgot to say time frame. 9 months is what I usually tell people start to finish. So, you know, I think you guys year end is 10/31. My goal would be to have a report done. Once our field work is done, I said 8 to 10 weeks, but then I have to review all of that work. And we have to draft a report, and then it has to go up through multiple levels in Jeff City, through my boss and quality control. So, you know, I've certainly had them go sooner. But, believe it or not, I have a bunch of audits going at the moment. And so it also kind of just comes down to my workload. These guys will be working on this full time for the next, you know, couple months. And I will be supervising, but, you know, some of the work that I do will be after they get done. So, but I'm hopeful by fall, late fall, you know, towards the end of the year. If we can get it quicker, we will, but, we want to do a good job. So that is, I think, the only thing else I could think of. So thank you all very much for your time.
Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you, Mr. Schuler. Appreciate the update and the scope of work. Next on our agenda is item number 5.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion for bill number 3093-26, voluntary annexation, 1505 East Main Street, second reading.
Motion been made. Do we have a second?
Mayor, second.
Second. Motion been made and seconded. Any discussion? Clerk, please call roll.
Alderman Dana,
Aye.
Alderman Hartman,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Atkins,
Aye.
Alderman Stone,
Aye.
Alderman Kibelski,
Aye.
Alderman Wilson,
Aye.
6-0.
Motion carries. Ms. Wagner, please read the bill.
An ordinance annexing certain adjacent territory into the city of Smithville, Missouri.
Next on our agenda is item number 6.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion for bill number 3094-26, voluntary annexation, phase 3, Whispering Creek Farms, second reading.
We need a second.
Mayor, second.
Motion been made and seconded. Any discussion? Clerk, please call roll.
Alderman Wilson,
Aye.
Alderman Kibelski,
Aye.
Alderman Stone,
Aye.
Alderman Dana,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Atkins,
Aye.
Alderman Hartman,
Aye.
6-0.
Motion carries. Ms. Wagner, please read the bill.
An ordinance annexing certain adjacent territory into the city of Smithville, Missouri.
Next item on our agenda, number 7, will be a 2 reading.
Yes, Mayor. I'd like to make a motion for bill number 3095-26, final plat, Clay Creek Meadows, second plat, first reading.
Do I have a second?
Merrill second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Do we have any discussion on the first reading? Clerk, please call roll.
Alderman Stone,
Aye.
Alderman Wilson,
Aye.
Alderman Dana,
Aye.
Alderman Hartman,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Atkins,
Aye.
Alderman Kibelski,
Aye.
6-0.
Motion carries. Ms. Wagner, please read the bill.
An ordinance approving the final plat for Clay Creek Meadows, second plat located in the city of Smithville, Missouri.
Same item number.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. Making a motion for bill number 3095-26, final plat, Clay Creek Meadows, second plat, second reading.
Motion been made. Do I have a second?
Merrill second.
Motion been made and seconded. Any discussions? Clerk, please call roll.
Alderman Hartman,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Atkins,
Aye.
Alderman Kibelski,
Aye.
Alderman Wilson,
Aye.
Alderman Dana,
Aye.
Alderman Stone,
Aye.
6-0.
Motion carries. Ms. Wagner, please read the bill.
An ordinance approving the final plat for Clay Creek Meadows, second plat located in the city of Smithville, Missouri.
And item number 8 is also a first and second reading.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to make a motion for bill number 3096-26, enacting a new section, chapter 625, short-term rentals, first reading.
Do I have a second?
Merrill second.
Motion been made and seconded. Any discussion? Clerk, please call roll.
Alderman Kibelski,
Aye.
Alderman Hartman,
Aye.
Alderman Wilson,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Atkins,
Aye.
Alderman Stone,
Aye.
Alderman Dana,
Aye.
6-0.
Motion carries. Ms. Wagner, please read the bill.
An ordinance enacting a new section 625.080 of the Code of Ordinances pertaining to short-term rentals.
Next on the item number is number 8 again for our second reading.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to make a motion for bill number 3096-26, enacting a new section, chapter 625, short-term rentals, second reading.
Do I have a second?
Merrill second.
Motion been made and seconded. Do we have any discussion? Clerk, please call roll.
Mayor Pro Tem Atkins,
Aye.
Alderman Kibelski,
Aye.
Alderman Hartman,
Aye.
Alderman Dana,
Aye.
Alderman Stone,
Aye.
Alderman Wilson,
Aye.
6-0.
Motion carries. Ms. Wagner, please read the bill.
An ordinance enacting a new section 625.080 of the Code of Ordinances pertaining to short-term rentals.
Next item, number 9 on the agenda is also first and second reading.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to make a motion for bill number 3097-26, agreement with Clay County for prisoner housing, first reading.
Do you have a second?
Merrill second.
Motion been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Clerk, please call roll.
Alderman Stone,
Aye.
Alderman Wilson,
Aye.
Alderman Kibelski,
Aye.
Alderman Hartman,
Aye.
Alderman Dana,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Atkins,
Aye.
6-0.
Motion carries. Ms. Wagner, please read the bill.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to execute an agreement with the Clay County Sheriff's Department to provide services to the city for the purposes of providing housing of municipal prisoners.
Agenda number 9 for our second reading.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to make a motion for bill number 3097-26, agreement with Clay County for prisoner housing, second reading.
Second.
Merrill second.
Motion been made and seconded. Do we have any discussion? Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderman Hartman,
Aye.
Alderman Dana,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Atkins,
Aye.
Alderman Wilson,
Aye.
Alderman Kibelski,
Aye.
Alderman Stone,
Aye.
6-0.
Motion carries. Ms. Wagner, please read the bill.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to execute an agreement with the Clay County Sheriff's Department to provide services to the city for the purposes of providing housing of municipal prisoners.
Next item on our agenda is number 10.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd make a motion for resolution 1546, suspending the density and number of short-term rentals.
We have a second?
A second, sorry.
Motion been made and seconded. Do we have any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. Motion carries. Next on the agenda is number 11.
Thank you, Mayor. Resolution 1547, special event permit, Smithville Lake Festival.
Mayor will second. Oh, you didn't have discussion.
Motion been made and seconded. Do we have discussion?
We do.
Yes, it is. Do you want to ask some questions, or based on questions that we received, staff has reviewed the information presented and has a new resolution at your desks, and I would ask Matt to provide some information on that. Alderman Dana, I know you had some questions. You want to ask those questions first, or Matt to make the presentation, and then if you
Yeah.
had questions from that?
Thank you.
Okay.
Mayor Pro Tem Atkins, I'd like to bring your attention to an error that was on the resolution and RFA regarding the total amount, asking the board to waive special event fees and camping fees. Excluding police officers, that total should be $2,985,000 plus a $200 deposit. And I can go through that breakdown with you all here. So the application fee would be $25. Courtyard Park at $100 a day for 3 days would be $300. Street closures for the entire downtown open to the public is $150 a day for 2 days at $350. The street closure of Meadow and South Bridge would be $100 a day for 5 days at $500. Parade fee of $100. City staff fee for minimum 1 hour on June 20th, $30. 6 camping sites at $40 a night for 7 nights, be $1,680. So that comes to a total of $2,985 plus a $2,000 deposit. $200 deposit, sorry.
Good.
Sorry. So I did bring this up just because obviously this is my first time kind of being in this position, having an application, seeing it. I apologize in advance that my questions weren't provided at the work session when we had an opportunity to discuss, but it wasn't provided, so I didn't really have a chance to ask those questions then. I guess my main question, because when I think of it and just in general, if you don't ask, the answer is no. So I do want to say that I do believe by that statement, if you don't ask, your answer is always going to be no. I do think that this is a great event. My only concern is that when I was reading it, I noted that we obviously waived the fees for the school Main Street District. I know theirs aren't this elaborate of a timeline, but given the circumstance that that seems to be a larger omit, or as they say, sponsor amount, my bigger concern or question, I don't know if we can like table it to talk about it more instead of just going to straight vote, because the way I was looking at it is, and if I can I ask a question to Matt? I don't know if that's possible. So for the extension cords and the electricity, is that for the vendors and like the carnival rides? So
Correct. So the outlets will be used by vendors on Friday and Saturday, and that's for your most likely craft vendors that are going to be along the square. It would not be for your carnival because the outlets just don't handle that. They're only 20 amp outlets. So it is just for vendors that we've used in the past for different events that go on, as well as the outlets that kind of outline Courtyard Park as well. We do not have the ability to track how much is being used,
Yeah.
but it is available as a city amenity for events.
and then in regards to the camping, what is that for? The camping space?
So the camping was brought forward when we were having initial discussions with Smithville Lake Festival is for the carnival staff will be staying out there for the remainder of the event.
So I don't know how this properly goes, so I apologize in advance, but from what I was reading, I don't feel like the application that was submitted was filled out correctly. Is that accurate, or does it need to be submitted differently with the amounts?
So regarding the special event fees and camping fees be waived, they did put on there, when they put in the details, they did ask for what to be waived.
Okay. I don't know.
Mayor, may I, discussion. So this has been something that we've done as mentioned in the past for the school and nonprofit. I think we have a world event in front of us, 650,000 visitors. Certainly not all of those will come to Smithville. We'd be in trouble if they did. But this is where we want to put our best foot forward. And this is going to be an extended event by the Smithville Lake Fest community that I think we as a community need to get behind. I think the discussion may be for another time, in my opinion. But there's timelines, we're entering that. And so my opinion is that provided what the board wants to do, that we move this forward to keep it on track and the timing. The economic benefit to our community is obviously unknown, but I suspect it'll pay back significantly.
And Alderman Dana, if I could, that where they did ask was on page 10 of the special event packet, which should be seen on there, which is technically the second page of the event packet underneath site plan and map.
Alderman, do you feel?
I would like to say this has been a long process. Lake Fest has worked very hard. There's been a lot of conversations with Chief, Matt, city staff. Yes, the carnival's new to us, and I'm sure we're going to learn a lot from this for the next time. So personally, I think our timeline is getting too close, and I would like to move forward as well.
What is the timeline? Like what's the timeline?
Just the carnival, just
So
getting
they
the
did,
permits,
so
the
Lake
liquor.
Fest did mention that they asked to put back in November, December, they asked to put this on the January because of the carnival vendors themselves need to make sure we were going to move forward with their special event and that it wasn't gonna get canceled for the carnival itself business timeline. So they needed to make sure that the city was gonna be on board and accept how the map was gonna be let out and that we were gonna move forward with their application.
Alderman Stone or Alderman Wilson, any discussion?
No, but I just noticed the top of the resolution we have in front of us now says resolution 1548, but should it be 1547? Am I looking at that
47 on
wrong?
our thing. It should be 47, she said.
Okay.
Can I just ask clarification? The Smithville Lake Fest is now a 501c3, right? So they are a
Correct.
nonprofit status. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, this is something that we work with them every year, and that's something I would like to continue to do. So I have no problem moving forward with the vote tonight.
The general consensus is to go ahead and move forward. Any more discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. Next, item number 12 is on our agenda.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to make a motion to approve Resolution 1548, temporary liquor license for the Smithville Festival Community.
We have a second.
Mayor, second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Do we have discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. Next on the agenda is item number 13.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to make a motion for Resolution 1549, supplement number 1 with BG Consultants, Engineering of Dundee.
Have a second?
Mayor, second.
We have a motion been made and seconded. Do we have any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. And number 14 is public comment. Do we have no public comment? Okay, and we'll move to 15. Appointment. The mayor will make an appointment for the Public Safety Sales Tax Committee and the board will vote. And his nomination is Holly Sullivan. Clerk, please call roll.
Alderman Kibelski,
Aye.
Alderman, Mayor Pro Tem Atkins,
Aye.
Alderman Dana,
Aye.
Alderman Hartman,
Aye.
Alderman Wilson,
Aye.
Alderman Stone,
Aye.
6-0.
The nomination carries. Holly Sullivan for the Public Safety Sales Tax Committee representative. Next item is new business from the floor.
Mayor Pro Tem, I have something I would like to bring forwards. I didn't realize this had happened, and I was reading an article where Kansas may present it to their legislative body, and Missouri had already done it in relationship to the World Cup coming. And it was already passed in Missouri, and I'm going to read a summary of that bill. It's Senate Bill 752. This act provides that for the duration of the 2026 FIFA World Cup tournament, June 11th, 2026 to July 19th, 2026, holders of a liquor license for sale by the drink may operate 24 hours a day and may serve alcoholic beverages between 6 a.m. and 5 a.m. the following day. This act is identical to provisions and truly agreed to and finally passed some other bills. So my question is that something that we want to look at? I don't know that any of our establishments that offer liquor by the drink are going to consider staying open that long. But if they do we want to allow that? Or you can opt out of this? And I just wanted to bring that forwards. And I didn't know if Patrick had any additional information at this time.
Yeah, in addition to opting out, it also does allow you to modify the hours of sale. So you basically have three options, which option one is just do exactly what the state law says. Option two would be to opt out. And then the middle path, the third option would be to modify the hours to extend them to some degree. The time frame provided in the state law is June 11th, 2026 through July 19th, 2026. So outside of those parameters, obviously that is still a significant amount of time. That's over a month. But outside of those parameters, the open 24/7 is not applicable. In our experience right now, we kind of have a split, honestly, between our clients. Some, like two, have decided to opt out. Granted, both of those are not cities that I believe even have a bar in them. And then other ones have instead viewed it as a potential economic development sort of economic driver where, hey, you know, maybe because some of the games will begin at 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. This allows for, you know, people to still stay up and watch them. Also, in previous discussions with other cities and their business owners that this would apply to, most of them have said, like, yeah, we kind of like the option, but did not commit or confirm to being able to staff their establishment 24 hours a day for 38 days straight.
And that was my thinking, well, would any of them here in town capitalize on that? And I was thinking, well, with this extending short-term rentals, I didn't know if they would consider it or not. So I just wanted to bring that forward if that's something we wanted to look at, or just ignore it and just see what happens.
Alderman Wilson, I think, thank you for bringing that to our attention. I had read that. I certainly am not in favor of 24 hours, but this isn't a place to debate. This is if we want to bring it to work session. I would think we'd want to opt out and go with an option that would give our establishments that have liquor licenses that opportunity to make that decision. So I would like to see it on a work session.
I agree.
To be put on our next work session. Okay.
What specific information would the board like to have provided to that? Is there any information you would like that we can bring as part of that?
For example, like Cynthia and I, when we discussed this, I said we already have an ordinance on opting out. I believe that in one of the communities, there was a moderate amount of information presented related to just sort of the business interest. But obviously here, that's, you know, that wouldn't apply here. But those are sort of the things that governing bodies have utilized in making their decisions, if they've even discussed it. Most of our clients just, we'll see what they do.
I like giving them the option. Again, staffing is going to be very, very hard, but we do, I think it would be great.
So
to put
you
on
guys
next
would
step.
like us to bring something forward for you to discuss that outlines some different options?
Please.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. Is there any additional information you want on any, like Patrick has indicated what some communities are doing? Do you want staff to spend some time on additional research on that, or just as to what other communities are doing, or just bring forward so that we can have a discussion in a work session? And let you
They
guys
have a
kind of
discussion. I think it should be up
Okay.
to the businesses if they can staff it.
Okay.
I don't know.
I believe that I believe some of these games may be at different times. They're not going to be all
That's
in
the
the
thing.
evening because of time zones and broadcasting rights. So I think we just need to look at it from a perspective of what's our current ordinance, what's this, I pretty much understand what this state law is saying, but give the opportunity. I don't necessarily lean towards 24 hours, but I think that we need to have an option that would give our business owners, and maybe we can have, I mean, some of them would be present during the work session or invite them
Yeah.
to just get their ideas, but I would like to see some options that would give that some extension. I'm not necessarily saying 24 hours, but
Like modify it.
modify.
Just a
Yep.
modified extension. So,
Got what you need?
I believe so.
Any further business? No further business appearing. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to make a motion to adjourn regular session.
Motion been made.
Mayor Go second.
Second, it's been made. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. Motion carries. We stand adjourned.